Hey guys, it's Sarah here. In this video, I'm going to be going over nursing documentation. So this is something that is not commonly spoke about, but is really important. As the saying goes, if it wasn't charted, it wasn't done. So nursing documentation could be very extensive and very long. A lot of people tend to neglect that. But at those times, it's the most crucial. Because the way that lawsuits work is that it doesn't happen right away. It's not like if someone sues you, you're going to go to court a month later and know about it. If someone sues you, it's a whole process. You could be talking about 3 years later, and you don't remember what even you did, let alone that patient. If you would ask me a specific patient I had a year ago even, I would probably not remember unless there was something outstanding that stuck out about that, or it was a really weird case. And there was no way I would remember what time I did the medication, what exactly I did, and how I did it. So that's why you need your documentation to fall down on. So there are many do's and don'ts of nursing documentation. The first one is never use secondhand information. Report from someone, they tell us no pressure ulcers. And then really that patient does, but the other nurse didn't fully assess their patient because they were in a rush or whatever, or just thought like, oh, we trust the patient. A lot of nurses just ask the patient, do you have any pressure ulcers? No, really they do. And then you're stuck. So one of the key points I would tell you is always assess your patient. Never write down what someone else told you. And if you did, write as per blank RN and quote them. The next point I would tell you is time is essential. So many of my coworkers, they had to back time even, like they forgot to chart that the lawyers will have a heyday because look, now you're going to go back and try to prove yourself, but you should have been written before. So timing is really essential. And if you couldn't document it then, you always have to back time it and write it for the time that it happened. Because they don't expect you to write it at the minute it's happening, but you do have to have your timeline in order. Point number 3 is don't abbreviate. Only use regular medical abbreviations. There are so many times where people have to defend themselves. They wrote abbreviation and they're like, what is this? It could go either way. So unless it's a medical abbreviation, like Q2H, like Q2 hours, like that, then don't write it. Because it causes miscommunication between you, the doctor reading your notes, and the lawyers in the end. The fourth point is to be objective. This is so important. If you have a patient who is annoying you and whatever, you can't write, patient is rude, because that's not objective. Write objectively. Patient is angry, upset about procedure, well, whatever, and keep going like that. But don't write that patient was rude to you, called you names, or whatever. Write objectively. Another point is always write down what someone told you. So if a doctor said, put a nasal cannula on, write as per MD, nasal cannula 4 liters applied, and write the doctor's name. Another point, point 6, call bell given to the patient to protect myself, because if the patient falls, you can't write before I told the patient to call me using the call bell. Like, so you write it before all the safety measures that you put in place, and then if something happens, it's not your fault. You did everything you could. Because then when it keeps dropping, they're like, you knew it was low because you wrote it, but you didn't do anything about it. It could just be because a doctor never came to the door. Then you have to write that because they don't know that, and they're going to make up a story to fill in the gap. So I hope this helped you. If you have any other questions about documentation or anything like that, please email me and subscribe to this channel, like this video. Thank you for watching.